It works again. You know, these VCRs are getting harder and harder to fix and get parts for. But it works again anyway. I do like to keep at least one or two going, because I do on occasion dub tapes to either DVD or computer for people, old home movies and stuff. And this one, the problem was the belt. It started out you couldn't rewind tapes, which wasn't a big deal. I just rewind them in a rewinder, but the belt got so wore that I don't remember which one was the original, but the belt got so stretched out it was starting to eat tapes. So, but now it seems to, it even rewinds again, which is nice. And so that's how that goes. And another tip for anyone that's going to do this: when you do take this thing apart, if you accidentally, I didn't even know I did it until I loaded a tape a couple times. I knocked this gear off by one peg, and boy does that mess it up. You don't want to throw the timing off on these things. You know, if you bump a gear and get it off one notch, it's really hard to get back in sync again. But I think I got it. It seems to be ejecting and inserting well. But yeah, if you do have a VCR that's not working well, it's these cheaper VCRs are not too hard to do. Usually it's just a couple of screws here, and these are usually kind of hard to get to. There's a couple of screws under this plate here, and of course you want to unplug it first. And usually, if you're careful, this one comes off kind of hard. There we go. You can lift the whole center mechanism right out of there. And usually what wears out is this belt under here. I ordered a bunch of belts off of Amazon, but they were smaller than what they look like. It's just a miscellaneous package. I figured it's got to, you know, ordering a whole bunch, I figured it's got to be right size in there somewhere. They're a little thinner than, these must be more for like cassette tape players than VHS tape players. So what I did is I just took two of them and I doubled them up, and that seems to be strong enough and doesn't slip. I put one on there and it wasn't like quite strong enough, and it would, when you try to rewind a tape or something, it would slip on this wheel here. So I just put two of them on there and stretched them on there. That seems to hold really good. So I got one, well, I got two good working VCRs, but I was down to one VCR and it's making me nervous. Didn't know how I was going to dub tapes anymore. Let's see if I can get that back in there. But yeah, getting parts for these, and I don't know how much longer this is going to last. But got that back together anyway, so I can dub tapes again. I mean, I have plenty of VCRs. This one still works pretty good, but that I was down to my last one. I wish I could get this one working again. This was I really like this one. This has got the editor and all that, and the jog shuttle, but for some reason I can't get a decent picture out of it anymore. I don't know if the head is just that wore. I mean, it is really wore. I got it out of I bought it years ago off an old school auction, and I'm assuming the high school uses it for editing their tapes. So I mean, it's just, I mean, you can tell when you put a tape in it, the gears are just, I mean, everything's just so wore out. And then I did buy, let's see where I gotta go. I got a couple more of these stored away somewhere. Be nice if I was smart enough, or I knew somebody that was smart enough that could take 3 VCRs and make one good VCR, but I don't know. Yeah, see down in there I got a couple more, but I know one of them doesn't record, and then what was wrong with the other one, I don't know. I can't remember, but all I know is neither one of these two work at all. and the one I showed previously kind of works, but I can't get a decent picture out of it. But yeah, it's definitely getting harder and harder to find these VCRs. There, it is fixed anyway. So yeah, this video was just to let people know how to fix their own VCRs. Usually it's just a belt that's stretched out. And another reason I made a video is to let my friends and family know that I'm ready to dub tapes again. Whenever I do dub a tape, I never put the screws on this lid. When I dub a tape, I pull this lid right off. And usually, before I even start, I gotta clean the head. The best way to clean the heads, you can buy them, I got a couple of them tape head cleaners. They're the same as a tape, only they got cloth in them instead of a tape. That kind of works, but if you really want to get it clean, I find Q-tips, cotton swabs, and rubbing alcohol works the best. Put a little rubbing alcohol on the Q-tip and get in here, and you want this nice and shiny here. This head, this is what actually plays. Get in there with alcohol and wipe it nice and shiny and clean. Make it, you want it looking like a mirror. Get that nice and clean. You want to keep this clean too. This is what pulls the tape in. And where else it looks dirty. Another thing, when you open your VCR, this might look greasy and dirty, but this is not dirt. This is grease. You want a little bit of a grease here. This is what lubricates these levers here that pull the tape up into there. So sometimes these they get a little dry. All you have to do is a little bit of white lithium grease, not much, just a little dab. You want to keep that lubricated good so it pulls the tape in nice and easy. Let's see, we're going to plug that in again. Let's see, it's still, give it one final check here, make sure it still works right. There you go. Yeah, that's what I usually do to clean them out. Oh, I can't find my tape cleaning head right now, it's on there somewhere, but you put the tape cleaning head in there, and then to get it extra clean while it's running the tape cleaning head, dab this in a little alcohol, and you don't want to touch it too hard, but just lightly. Doesn't take much, just lightly, clean the dirt off the head, and that'll help it play a lot better. So I guess that's my old VCR tips for anybody that's still using these old dinosaurs. I don't watch movies or nothing on them anyway, because you got Blu-ray and DVD now, but there are people out there that have old movies on videotape and they want it dubbed, and that's the only way you can do it, or send it off to a professional, but that can cost hundreds and hundreds of dollars depending on who you take it to. But anyway, I thought I'd make an interesting video now that I got this going, so that's it. Goodbye.